As we get closer to launch for Marathon, it's hard to deny the hype is really picking up. We're getting lots of gameplay. People are feeling a lot better about the game. I've been here since the game was revealed, and the turnaround in vibes has been crazy. Because we've got a lot of new gameplay, we'll walk through some of it here, just have a look and see what's in store for the server slam and the launch of the game on March 5th. So this is an extended run clip from actual players in the internal playtests. So you can see here this fella's used an item called a cardio kick. Because he's the triage class, which is the medic class, he can share that same cardio kick buff with all of his teammates who have the little smiley robot equipped. So you can see he sends little robots to his friends, and whoever has that robot equipped in his squad can share in the buffs. You can see also he's using, or he was using, this double barrel shotgun. This thing is brutal. I'm even looking at this footage, which is very recent footage of the game. When I played the internal playtests back about a year ago, this was the open April alpha, that thing almost verging on overpowered, and it still looks very lethal even to this day. So if you get playing the server slam or the full game and you see a double barreled shotgun, be sure to use it. It is brutal in close quarters situations like this. So you can see the team has just destroyed a bunch of AI bots. They're working with a few rooks. So these are players that are not on their team. They're single players who have loaded in with a runner called Rook. And it's not a traditional runner with normal abilities. It's more of like a scavenger class. So if you're down on your luck, you can load in as a Rook. You're not allowed to load in with any friends as a Rook. You're just going in. You know, you have nothing to lose. You can just loot some bodies and get out. So these Rooks are helping out this fire team of 3. So they're talking about opening command wing. For that, I believe you need a key. We'll see. And this is the outpost map. So this is inside the pinwheel ship. So the outpost map itself, this is the focal center of the map. This big close quarters vertical ship. And you can see there's a full team that's descended on these guys. So the reason this outpost map is so good is because, yes, you have the outside portion, but in this map, it's so... in the ship itself, it's so close quarters. You can see how crazy it is already. Chucking lots of grenades. And you can see little tooltips on the screen there. When he's ran out of a certain type of grenade or item, it automatically switches him to another type of grenade or something like that. So that's really useful for close quarters, fast-paced combat. And he's got his shotgun back out. Like I said, this thing's lethal.
Full team here, full team here.
And that little yellow bubble you can see, that's a ping grenade, so that'll highlight any enemies in the vicinity. And his friend's gone down there. So he's using his super here. This is like, and it allows you to reboot or revive your friends at the snap of a finger. And that's really useful. This triage class, which is the medic class, it seems like it'll be really strong for fireteam v fireteam battles, especially in close quarters situations like this. And one of the Rooks is with him.
I got your Rook. We got this, guys.
Yeah, and someone's mentioned the Claymore there. Those Claymores, they're highlighted by a big red laser. Those things are lethal. If you run into it and you're not looking, it will easily dent half of your health or more. So there's a lot of firing going across the pinwheel ship at the minute. And that little robot that he's just deployed, yes, you can supply that to your friends, but it will also heal you passively as well, and your friends. And you can see he's about to drop a self-revive, so that Rook can use it, even though the Rook's not on his team. And you can see a little Claymore there, like those. They might have nerfed them since I last played, but they were extremely lethal. And yeah, the little tooltip on the screen there, so when he kills that guy, you can see his bag has a red outline with locks on it. That doesn't mean you can't loot the bag ever, it just means for the first 15 seconds or so, that bag is locked. It means if you're out of ammo mid-gunfight, you can't just run to someone's bag and pick up more ammo. You have to kind of back off for a bit first. So that's really good plays. You can see how intense the close quarters combat is there, and it's hard to deny this is looking really fun. And with the added tension of an extraction shooter, this is gonna be, it's gonna bang. Like I'm so excited. It's going to be so good. We also got this trailer recently as well. This is called the Death Awaits trailer. It's another pre-order trailer. So this is a different type of shotgun. It's a pump action shotgun. It's not double barrel. Not as lethal as the other shotgun, but still, I mean, you have more ammo capacity overall, so it's swings and roundabouts. Knifing in this game as well, you just seen it there. It's really lethal. Me and my friends were running around in the April playtest, and knifing, if you pop smoke down and just bring your knives out, you'll do a lot of damage. You can see there's ticks here. These are like little spiders. These things can be really devastating if you don't watch them. They're an environmental hazard of sorts. And you've seen birds there as well. Birds will sort of give your position away to distant fire teams. That's a little explosive spider. And one of the snipers in the game, which just looks dope. That big opening thing in the sky, the big unfolding ship, that's like a public event. So below that will be some sort of public event that players can interact with and fight a boss inside and so forth. And there's Bingus, the little cat. That little cat will hang around dead bodies, and it will play some part in the story of the game or some of the lore around the game, but it'll be more passive thing. So yeah, great footage. Like, the game is looking so good. The turnaround since last April is crazy, both in the quality of the game and indeed the reception to it. I felt like a lot of us Marathon fans were in the dark for a while because the game was so getting dunked on so badly, but now we're close to launch and the game's looking so much better. You can feel the hype starting to swell, so that's fantastic. It's really exciting. Something else that would be good to mention as well, because it's just very cool. So Bungie recently announced that at the PlayStation State of Play, that on launch for Marathon on March 5th, if you're a PlayStation player and you have PlayStation Plus, which you need to play the game online, you'll get these free cosmetics, which will include a Ghost of Yotei charm for your gun, a Death Stranding 2 guitar charm, as well as a Helldivers 2 charm. So these look really cool. They're like very PlayStation themed. Really exciting to get our hands on it. But if you're on Xbox and Steam, don't fret. So initially we thought, oh, Bungie's owned by Sony, Sony owns PlayStation, therefore these items will be exclusive to PlayStation players and Xbox and Steam players are left out in the cold. But Marathon recently tweeted out that Steam and Xbox players will also be getting exclusive charms. So they said we'll have weapon charms for Steam and Xbox players as well, which we'll share more about in the future. So I'm not sure if these are going to drop at launch on March 5th. They might, but it sounds more likely they'll be post-launch. And it appears that they'll be exclusive weapon charms for both Steam and Xbox. So Steam, I'm just hazarding a guess, you might get a crowbar for Half-Life, you might get some sort of Portal or Team Fortress 2 charm, who knows, depends how much they can negotiate with Valve. For Xbox, you would have to assume it'll be something Halo related, especially as this is Marathon. Marathon was in many ways the precursor to Halo. You'd hope we get like a Master Chief helmet or an Energy Sword charm or something Halo focused, and maybe other Xbox IP, maybe Fable stuff or Forza or something like that. So that's really exciting that Xbox and Steam players are getting their own charms, and it'll be really interesting to, say, pick up an enemy weapon and see what charms they have in their weapon. If you pick up, say, an Xbox player's gun, you might see some of that Xbox stuff on their gun, which you can then use as a PlayStation player. So it's really interesting. It's good fun to have these exclusive platform benefits for everyone. So these charms are both exclusive, but also everyone gets them, so in a way they're not that exclusive. But yeah, that's it for me. Leave a comment as to what you thought of the gameplay. Are you excited for Marathon? Are you picking it up? And definitely like or subscribe if you enjoyed the video. It really helps me out. We're a new channel here and we're growing slowly but steadily, so hopefully that can continue. Alright, see you folks later.